The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, build life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
Hey, Grand Rising to you beautiful people, man. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street. New Black Wall Street, as we present to you guys the Money and Power Show. Today we're going to be talking about personal protective equipment, PPE, personal protective equipment. Very interesting thing came out yesterday from a Magic Johnson. Started talking about the Black community and its parallel between coronavirus and HIV, which Magic, go sit down somewhere. Okay, yeah, go take a seat, Magic Johnson. How about that? Anyway, I'm your host, ERGJ, certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. That book that I wrote, guys, The Study of Black Wealth, is a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way, but if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy paper. Well, you can find that book by simply going to the website www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. Pick up your copy today. You'll find a link in the description above or below. Today's episode has been brought to you by ERGJ Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric marketplace, which specializes in Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, and also Black art-inspired gifts. We have some wonderful things that we got for you guys. We have readjusted our website for such a time as this. Everybody putting down so for such a time as this. And so you can pick up some personal protective equipment by simply going to the website. There is a little wait on some stuff because, it's sold out. It come in and it sell out. It come in as well. But you can't find masks. We got hand sanitizer. We got latex gloves, things like that, baby wipes, stuff that you can use to keep yourself to play defense again. And during a time like this against that dang old Rona, we must protect this house. Here at ERGJ Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric marketplace, you can check us out by going to the website, www.theblackbazaar.com, www.theblackbazaar.com. We want you guys to remember this, that once you shop Black, that's right, people, once you choose to shop Black, you never go back. That's right. You never go back, man. ERGJ Black Bazaar, featuring Black art, Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, and also Black art-inspired gifts. That's what we got for you here today. Man, I'm your boy, ERGJ, man. I want to go ahead, man. We're going to have this is going to be I'm fired up. And it's going to be a fantastic show here today. Why don't you guys go ahead and hit that like button, the share button if you care, the like button, the share button if you care. Let's find out who's here as well. We got Queen Mona, who's joined us already up and early. The early bird gets the run. She's the first one in. You know what, Mona? Because you were the first one to say something on today's show, I want you to make sure you inbox us at ERGJ Enterprises. We got a special free gift just for you. That's right, because we are feeling generous. It said it's better to give than it is to receive. Queen Jacqueline is up in the house. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. Let us know where you're connecting from, what city, what state, what country. We are broadcasting across the World Wide Web, which means that we could be reaching people anywhere. And we want to make sure that you guys help us, right? Why? Help us to do what? To reach our brothers and sisters. Are you your brother's keeper? Are you your sister's keeper? We are. We're providing the free content. All we ask you to do is do something that's free as well, which is hit the share button, tag somebody, do something like that. Free financial education for our community. That's right. Free financial education for our community. Good morning to you. Queen Gigi is up in the house. Thanks so much for joining. King Thomas is joining us here. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining. Queen Lisa Santiago McNeil, the real deal McNeil. That's right. Lisa Santiago, the real deal diva McNeil, has joined us here this morning. Grateful for the energetic vibration, profitable collaboration, insightful education, inspiring reflection as well. Thanks so much for joining. Mr. Setley. Queen Setley has joined us here today. Thanks so much for joining. King Consistent. That's right. King Consistent has joined us here this morning for such a time as this. Good morning to you. Thanks so much. Rona's airborne HIV is sexually transmitted. Hey, I don't listen to Magic Johnson. I'm just trying to tell you. That's right, man. From Louisville, Kentucky. That's right. Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee, man. The home of Muhammad Ali is up in here. Hey guys, you know, we got to start. I'm so glad that Queen Miss Santiago has made sure that we remind ourselves to do this first. That's right. We're going to start with our affirmations, our morning affirmation, man. Make sure we start the day off right. Let's make sure we do that. Let me go ahead and cam out for you guys so we can get this thing. Our morning affirmation. Here we go. Thank you for this new day. I'm filled with happiness and gratitude. I'm grateful for another chance to live my life. I'm grateful to feel the air in my lungs and the beating of my heart. I'm thankful simply for being alive. Thankfulness, appreciation, and sincere gratitude are part of who I am. I'm grateful for who I am and for what I have. I invite gratitude into my heart. Today, I will have an attitude of gratitude. Thank you for blessing this day, for the blessings this day will bring. Thank you for the blessings that this day will bring. Everybody put in the comments below, thank you. That's simple, just simply thank you. And you can fill in the blanks, and you got a whole bunch after that. There's so many things, but just simply say just thank you. I mean, because you're still here. You're still here. Thank you. That's how you start the day. I mean, what better way to start the day than just simply saying thank you? Absolutely, man. Thanks so much for reminding me of that. We're gonna get our little morning affirmation here. That's what I'm talking about. Lisa Santiago's in the house. Miss Mona, thankful for gratefulness. Kansas City. Hey, Kansas City. That's right. Grand Rise from Florida is in the house. Thanks so much for joining. Mr. Antonio Bennett has tagged somebody. Thanks so much. Adrian Denita, thank you. That's right, man. Thanks so much for joining us, Queen Adrienne and King Antonio. All right, thank you for life. Thankful for life. Queen Jacqueline is up in here. Now, here's the deal, guys. I do got a special guest. I'll be bringing them on in just a second, none other than some Markadu. But we're going to begin our show. We got a sponsor. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to make sure we do our sponsor. So thanks so much for helping us, right, to make sure we continue to bring this show on for free. So Natural Skin Treats is our sponsor for today, a Black woman-owned company. That's right. Natural Skin Treats helps you to love your skin. Everybody put in comments. I love my skin. That's right. Y'all love my skin. They got hand sanitizer. They got soap for you, bath bombs. Right. They're going to go the extra mile to help provide you with products so you can pamper your skin. How many guys love your skin? Are you using natural products for the skin that you love, knowing that you came from the earth and these products come from the earth, or you continue to use all that processed stuff? It's time to make the switch. I mean, I think we know this by now. I think we've educated ourselves to the point it's like, man, some of this stuff just ain't good. It ain't healthy for us. It ain't helping us get to where we want to be in optimal health. Well, you can make the switch today by simply, choosing to do business with a Black woman-owned company, Natural Skin Treats Incorporated. You can find them at naturalskintreats.myshopify.com, naturalskintreats.myshopify.com. Love your skin. Okay, love your skin. Now, we're going to start our show, right, with our homage to our ancestors, and this will be an African-American inventor who helped to change the world. And the reason why we do this, guys, because we want you to understand that you too can change the world. Why? Because if somebody else did it, if somebody who might look like you, someone who probably had heart, it was more difficult for them to do it. If they could do it, you could do it today. So this is not only that we have gratitude, now we got a little bit of what we call inspiration, and we're going to be featuring a brother named Andrew Beard. Now, here, I want you guys to know that if you learned something today that you didn't know before, we simply just put in the comments little pineapples. It just lets us know, you know what, I just learned something today. Pineapples. So if you have never heard this guy and you learned something that he did, Black history, well, that's why you're going to put in the comments little pineapple. Andrew Beard. In 1897, everybody put in the comments on 1897. In 1897, so that would be 120 years ago, okay? Andrew Beard invented the automatic coupler for railroad cars. In 1889, he also invented the rotary steam engine. Beard held several other patents for farming tools, and he was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2006. Now, while working as a farmer, Beard was interested in the mechanics of farm equipment and the many tools he used. In 1880, he invented the double plow. He also invented a second type of plow in 1887. He sold the patent rights for both inventions and earned a sum of $10,000. He then used his earnings and began investing in real estate. Let me say that again. He used his earnings and then he began to invest in real estate. Let me say that again because I don't know. This is the Money and Power Show. This is a little strategy that you can use. He used his earnings to then go invest in real estate. He didn't use his earnings to go buy more stuff. He used his earnings to then go invest in real estate. And then he probably bought some stuff. Y'all see how we might got that a little backwards? Let me say that again for the people in the back because I don't think they heard me. He used his earnings back in 1889. Okay? And then he began investing in real estate, acquiring income-producing assets. In 1888, Beard started a successful real estate business. Once he sold some of his properties, he earned an additional $30,000. Following all his success in real estate, Beard realized he still had a passion for inventing. Now, notice this. He went and got the money first, and then he pursued his passion. Wait a second. He went and got the money first. Then he pursued his passion. He realized he still had a passion for inventing. He began designing types of engine parts. In 1889, he invented the rotary steam engine. During the late 19th century, the emergence of the railroad industry had a rapid expansion throughout the United States. Right, Beard noticed an alarming number of railroad workers had suffered serious injuries to their arms and legs during the process. He noticed something. He saw a problem, and he wanted to bring a solution. He was a solution-oriented brother. He wasn't a complaining brother about, man, all the people that, no, he just said, I want to do something about it. Beard himself also suffered a serious injury while coupling two railroad cars together, resulting in him losing a leg. Car coupling was an extremely dangerous process that involved split-second timing when someone attempted to drop a metal pin in place during the precise moment two railroad cars were pulled together. Many men lost their lives or limbs attempting this task. Beard had an idea. Everybody put in the console idea. Beard had an idea of automating the coupling process. He wanted to make this dangerous task much safer. In 1899, he invented the automatic coupler for railroad cars, also known as the Jenny coupler. This device allowed railroad cars to automatically lock into place when they slowly bumped into each other. In 1900, Beard sold the patent rights for the automatic coupler for $50,000. So Andrew Beard, 120 years ago, from successful real estate investor and businessman to following his passion to invention, seeing problems in this industry that he wanted to solve, and he came up with a solution. So here today, Mr. Andrew Beard on the Money and Power Show, the inventor of the automatic coupler for railroad cars, the inventor of the rotary steam engine. We put some respect on your name. That's what we do here today on the Money and Power Show. Mr. Andrew Beard. Hey, y'all know what it is. If you learned something today, you know what folks put in the comments below. Pineapples? Absolutely, man. Oh, my goodness. I don't even need to do the rest of the show. I mean, Mr. Andrew Beard just taught me a whole lesson. I mean, what do I need to talk about? I mean, he made some money. He went after his passion. He started doing inventing. He did what he wanted to do because he was financially free. Let me introduce you guys our guest for today. Because, I don't need to do no more talk. I'm going to let my guests, do all this, man. We got Sir Markadu in the house. Sir Markadu here from Heavenly Body Products, man. We just going to have a show. I don't even know what we going to talk about today. I just know y'all going to learn something because you got two businessmen who understand this stuff and is trying to teach the community what you too can do if you decide to do it. But it's all this thing called choice. You got to choose. It's your choice. It's your choice. We're going to keep on moving and grooving. And those that want to come along for the ride, come on down You're the next contestant on Get Rich, Get Free, Get Out of Debt, Build Wealth, because it's for yourself, your family, and your community. So Marketing here. What's going on with you, brother? How you doing?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm just enjoying the whole ride, man, with you, the money ride.
The money ride. Absolutely, man. Hey, man, this your first time hearing about Andrew Beard?
I think I heard about him before because I remember Train and coupling because I heard about him before.
Man, what do you think about some of the stuff you just heard about this brother, man?
I mean,
120 years ago.
I mean, it's the mind. It's mind over matter. I can hear this kind of stuff for the rest of my life. I mean, we as people, we're creative if we want to be, and if we use the mind like he did to say, you know what, let me create something, and that's basically what I hear. When I hear that kind of stuff, it inspires me to create. I just keep creating. And with some of the things we're going to say this morning is really going to touch the hearts and minds of parents. I guarantee you.
Absolutely, man. Well, there's some people, I don't know, for some reason they may never heard the name. So Marketing in the house, man. If you could just do a quick introduction, let people know who you are, what you do, why you do what you do, and why the heck we should listen to you.
Okay, my name is Sir Marketing, and I am a straight entrepreneur, but I came from the hood, real deep in there, and I created a bottle when I was like 9, 10 years old, and so I'm still using that model today, which is branding, marketing, psychology, simplicity, and duplication. I'm also an author. I wrote a book on the economy, economic evangelism, a bold movement for financial improvement, and I started a company with $96. $96, 9 months after I got off drugs, and I was an addict, and I pushed through, and I realized that I wanted to be something special, but in the interim of me building this empire, what I did is I kept God's people in mind. So I became an economic evangelist, and I've been teaching people, and I know sometimes this stuff gets stale, but I just keep teaching people how to win. And I'm just a community activist, and I'm a youth and young adult activist. I'm a parent, I'm a grandparent, and I'm a visionary. And my thing, I use my grassroots economist attitude to realize that we need to build, and we need to build together, and that's what I do. And I'm sure there's a lot more to me than that, but I just love God's people, and I'm going to continue to help. And like I said, today, you parents and you grandparents, hold on, I've got some information for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Now there's a brother Marketing. Let me catch up on these comments because I know we're gonna get in. Let me see you, man. That's right, man. It's Jacqueline, Queen Jacqueline, man. Invest in yourself, Queen Gigi. He used his earnings to invest in real estate. Andrew Bird in 1887. Pineapples, Queen Tisha. Good morning to you, King Thomas, man. Got the money first. That's right. Queen Gigi, man. He uses earnings to invest in real estate. King, Mr. Consistent, tag some people, absolutely, man. Queen Adrian, idea, absolutely. I love your energy, Queen Tisha. Thanks so much. Pineapples, that's right. Pineapples, that's right. Pineapple, y'all put that in there. Y'all know, good Marketing, man. The power of choice, says Queen Miss Queen Jacqueline in the house, man. That $96 pineapple, double pineapple for you. That's what I'm talking about, man. Now, brother Marketing, man, there's this mantra that you use all the time, which is we help God's people prosper. Talk to us a little bit about what that means to you and what that means to the people.
Okay, I just like I said before, being a young man and growing up in poverty, that was, something that happened, but I decided not to let it be my lifestyle. It was something that was just dealt. That was the cards that were dealt to me. But I realized that there was something I could do. And ever since I was a young boy, I've been helping. I was helping my friends make money. I was always in that space. And then when I realized I got down here I quit doing drugs, and and I came down south, and I just asked God, to continue to bless me. And I realized it's like the only way to really get blessed is by helping others. And it just came to me. I said, God, please give me a name that I can use to help your people. And it's just heavenly. And I said, okay, heavenly. Okay, heavenly people. And I said, heavenly body. And I said, okay, but that's not enough. That's not enough. I'm going to end up having products. Okay, heavenly body products. Okay, God, I got it. Okay. And this is before I really got into this. And I said, okay, give me a mantra. Give me something that's going to, a motto that's really going to stick in the minds of your people, Father. We help God's people prosper. And ever since I hit that mark, now I've been doing that ever since. And I realized that God's people was the ones that suffer the most. And I know, I just know by going and just living the life, going into the churches, looking at people, the way they praise and worship, but they were just broke. And I used to watch my mother struggle, and I used to watch my grandmother struggle. I used to watch my family struggle and the community struggle. And I said, you know what? I can make a difference. And I've been doing it ever since.
Man, so talk to us about how you have been making a difference. Because it's one thing to have a mantra.
Yeah.
It's another thing to actually live and or walk it out. So what are some things, some highlights or something that you can speak to where you've actually, you're just not talking to talk? Because we have a lot of people in our community, they make all these mantras, they make it sound all good, but you never really see results. It's just like talk. Hot air, they seem to get all the money from the people just because they sound good. But what about actually, let's talk about the fruit that you have bared as you walk out, helping God's people prosper.
Yeah, it's interesting. What I've done, like from day one, I said, God, well, okay, what do you want me to do? And I heard say religious t-shirts. Religious t-shirts. I said, man, I just got off drugs. What am I going on religious t-shirts? And I just got into religious t-shirts. And what happened was, from day one, I started selling wholesale. I said, even though I only had 2 dozen, I was still saying, okay, I can do this. Okay, $10 a t-shirt, buy 6 and get 6 free. So I was buying the t-shirts and getting them made for me for $4 a piece. And then I went from $4 a piece to selling them for $5 a piece. So I was making $1 profit. And I just kept going. And then I finally got into the sock business and I started selling wholesale. I got into the oil business, I started selling wholesale. And I just kept wholesaling until the point now I realized that, not just now, but I realized that watching other people bring money into their homes and to help them build for their children and their children's children was so gratifying to me that I do it. I'll ship coast to coast, border to border, and I sometimes I stun myself and I say I pinch myself. It's like, how did I go from a drug addict to really people can walk in here, purchase, or go on my website and purchase wholesale, and then not just the wholesale thing, because a lot of companies sell wholesale. It was the whole premise of helping God's people prosper. It just, because there's nobody really, nobody's going to come down in our community and help our people. And I know people think this is the same old, they're talking the same old stuff. Every time they come on, it's the same old stuff. It's not the same old stuff. People are sooner or later gravitate towards what it means to be distributors and manufacturers, and that's what we're going to really touch in on those the parents and you grandparents. You have an opportunity to get your children in place, give them access to be able to be a part of something great, because economics is the one thing, Evan, and I know, and I hope anybody else that's hearing my voice, we had many types of movements: civil rights movement, equal rights movement, movements, Black Lives Matter movement. The one thing we never had was an economic civil rights movement. It's our civil right to be business owners. It's our right. But we need more educators and teachers and doers so that we can so we can grow not only our households but grow our communities. And that, I mean, I this is not no speech. I ain't running for no office or nothing like that. This is real. And there's people like you, people like Lisa Santiago. These are the people that realize now, if we don't do something, nothing's going to get done. If we're not selling something, we're not making nothing. And I'm telling you right now, you got to get into economics. Got to.
Man, absolutely. Everybody put in console, I can do this. I heard you say I can do this. Now, this is very, very interesting because such a time as this, Brother Mark, because you mentioned access. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, you know, this whole pandemic takes place. They put out the call for, you know, people to be, you know, go get your stuff to protect yourself, whether it be the latex gloves, it'd be the mask, it'd be, you know, paper towels, it'd be, you know, all the toiletries and stuff, right? And then you have something, you have the government, which goes and gets, you know, this contract with 3M, which is a big company, one of the companies in the Dow, and they sign this contract. Then you have, you know, Amazon, who stops selling certain things to the public. Then you have the government or customs, you know, seizing shipments that are coming over. And I'm saying to myself, when you say access, how beautiful it is to be able to have some of these Black-owned warehouses that we know about that are still being able to supply. Everybody put in console, supply the people, right? In a different way, because, you know, we getting to the point in our life where if it ain't on Amazon, we don't get it. But then when Amazon ain't selling it, where you go? You know how to search, you know how to shop, you know how to find. And we are in a tremendous space and a tremendous opportunity because we actually provide something that people can't find. Yep. And we're saying, hey, not only can you get it here, but you can come on and make some money doing it as well, because we need distributors all over the whole country.
You got it.
You know what I'm saying? So talk to us a little bit about, man, how does it feel? I like you like that word. You like that. How does it feel to be an impact center where people are able to actually acquire the stuff that they need to protect themselves?
It's one of the most fulfilling things. That's the thing that gets me up so early and gets me into this warehouse now. It changed the way my mind. Look, I'm always evolving, and I realize access and exposure is the main ingredient. We're not going to be here forever. We're not going to outlive this life thing. To see our people to have that access and exposure to things, they say, I can't find it. I can't find it. Well, the thing is, we offer things that you can find, but the beautiful part is, in what you said, is to be able to sell it at a price where they can now take care of their own people in their own little circle and begin to build a business, a real business. And said, you know what? I'm gonna take a shot at it. And a lot of people, it's like gambling. This ain't a gamble. When you buy wholesale and then you do retail, and some of the things that we sell, there's enough room in there for you to retail and wholesale. But this is the beautiful part. One of the most beautiful parts is to be able to give you access and exposure to your children and your grandchildren, and to show them and teach them how to be the distributors and master distributors. It's something that we, as a small community of people, we can do this. It's something that we can do. I'm just slowly. You see my mind, how my mind. You're just one of maybe 2 people that can see me elevating right before your eyes. And the more I do this, the more I realize that we need more distributors and master distributors. People that are willing to service their own people around them. And that's why I came up with that when you master community service, you will master customer service. And that is the one thing that I believe is missing in our family, is that sales and distribution and service. And once we begin to service people, you'll get everything you need. Anything you ever wanted. You want to get off into real estate, you want to get off into inventions and stuff, you need a cash flow. Without that cash flow, you're not going to make it. You gotta flow, and you gotta bring in multiple streams of income. It's not, I'm not saying anything that's like a proprietary guy. I'm not proprietary. This is something that we know, but we gotta build it within our own structure, our own home, in our own minds, and then build out. And that's power.
Man, you just said, you said a lot, man. Everybody putting also evolve, right? You got to evolve or become extinct. And what's happening here, guys, is that we're being dictated upon in our society, right? Of what's essential and what's not essential. Now, it's very interesting to me that there are some industries that are simply considered to be non-essential. And I don't know what they're gonna do when they consider non-essential and they can't go to the barbershop, salon, or whatever it is that they do that they can't do right now, based upon what has been dictated upon us by our leaders. And then you have this thing called evolution or evolving. Say, okay, well, if option A doesn't work, do I have option B? Right? And now, Sir Mark, I want to talk about this because there was a quick. I want you guys to understand this, man. And this is what really bothers me, is that, well, it doesn't really bother me. I understand it, but it's like, okay, many people simply can't see opportunity when it's right in front of their face. But even when they do, they're slow to move. Mm-hmm. I want you guys to understand. You gotta move. Like it's only a window. It's like a window, and people see it. They're like, oh, I see it. But then they move like it's gonna stay here forever. Even like, y'all, what are y'all doing? So what for me, marketing for real? That first week, 2 weeks, the past 2 weeks, it's up at dawn, sleep at midnight, try my best, and keep it going. Now I'm finally able to rest. Mm-hmm. But most people aren't willing to burn the midnight oil, right? Yeah. They're willing to beg, right, for help, but they're not willing to burn the midnight oil so they can help themselves. It's only a short period of time, and it's like, wow. I've been asking black folk. I'm like, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't see where we're going with the whole mask thing. It's become fashionable, and I'm asking y'all to make some freaking masks. And y'all seamstresses, and y'all doing all this stuff. Y'all know how to sew, but y'all, how long it take you to make one mask? It's ridiculous. Yeah. And then you're upset that I got to go somewhere else that's gonna be able to get me the stuff so we can make some money.
Keep talking for a minute.
Yeah. So it's kind of insane to me. Like you got when listen, for some of us, right? Hear me out. For some of us, we've been waiting our whole lives for a time like this. Now, some who won't understand what I'm saying because y'all think it's a tragedy. Y'all think it's trauma. Y'all think if the whole world is in it, y'all mind is messed up. But for many of us, we've been waiting our whole lives. What am I saying? That we might have missed it in 2008 because we weren't prepared. And we may not even be prepared now, but we can say, you know what? I've been waiting for a time like this. And now that it's here, you know what some people are saying? I'm going to do some research. Why are you researching? You've been waiting your whole life. The time is now. Everybody put in comments, the time is now. The time is now. Well, you ain't got time to research now. It's time to move. It's time to put into action all of the education, all of the learning, all of the praying, all of the going to church, all of the preparing, and now you want to delay and say, I'm going to research some more. That makes no sense. The time is now. And so here's where we are, right? Today, Heavenly Body Products is actually sponsoring this event that we're putting on for the community here in Atlanta. It's the same thing that other people could be doing in other places. All right, it's not proprietary. We're just taking the bull by the horn, doing what God has instructed us to do. We're being obedient, which is far better than sacrifice, and God is showing up. Now, I want you guys to give you guys an example of what happened to me yesterday. Because I've been over here packing by myself. And Margaret been there before too, shipping stuff out, 300 orders all over the world, right? People say they're gonna show up, they don't show up. People say they want to help, they don't want to help. They say they want to get paid, but they never come. And I just keep on going. And so yesterday, a lady hit me up. She was like, "Hey, brother Evan, I ordered a 25 pack or something, and you sent me 50. But give me a cash app because I want to pay you for the rest of the 25. And I was like, you know what that did to me? I said, we integrity still exists.
Yeah.
They said, no, you've been working hard, brother. I'm gonna pay you what you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
What does that feel like to get an email like that from someone? I mean, because she could have just, hey, I'm going, you know how some of us do.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Yeah, it's my blessing. No, she said, I'm gonna sing you the rest of the money for the rest of the 25. And this is happening over and over again.
I got something for you, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Well, I want everybody to understand when and this is what I help you with, Evan. Okay, and because we help each other and we help others too. This is what you got to understand. We as a people have been totally conditioned. It's become the norm for us to not get into business and react slow to stuff because we don't understand. We grew up in somewhat of a poverty mindset. So you got to think about it. Be for real. Remember where you come from. But when it became a lifestyle of it, when it becomes a lifestyle to be broke, listen, we get up there to 35, 40 years old, and you're struggling financially. And when things happen and you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Well, it's too late. It's like you have to, you like the word, take the bull by the horns and be able to, like other people do, they invest in, they make money, they sell, now they take that money and reinvest back into their lives. And when you got people that, and I used to pull my hair, that's why I'm bald now. I used to pull my hair out, trying to figure out, God, why are people not doing this? And it finally hit me. And I was more frustrated with my family more than anybody. Because I look at what I have done from $96 and built, and I was like, why isn't my family getting in business with me? All this stuff. And it finally hit me. I mean, I used to went into depression over this, Evan. And I battled with myself. And I said, this is just a mindset. These people, my family's conditioned to do it. And I see why. And I don't get mad anymore. When you heard this saying that everybody's not going to get in business. It is absolutely true. There's people that said, I'd rather suffer than start a business. And I believe this pandemic or whatever it is has gotten our attention as a community, as just individuals first, and then as a community. And people can do whatever they want. They want to stay in that nice, cozy, whatever poverty mindset. That's their option. That's their prerogative. The thing that I realized, one of my associates was saying, he said, man, Mo Arthur, oh man, I ain't doing that no more. I ain't gonna sell these niggas, man. Ain't nobody, they don't want to get into business. I said, Arthur, I said, Mo, I said, don't do that. I said, you continue to teach and press forward, and you continue to help people. People asleep. This corona thing is waking us up to realize, especially a lot of the people that are they were ordered to stop going to work. And we can go down the list of all the people. So there's a list of people that are at home. What are they really going to do when they say, really, stop now? Everybody stop. And the only things that can be open is basic stuff like grocery stores. And they can shut those things down too. See, but the grocery stores are booming right now because it's an opportunity, because the restaurants are closed. So we as a people, what I want you to understand, folk, concentrate and meditate on your children and your grandchildren. Nurture them. Give them access and exposure. So ask your children and your grandchildren, do they want to make some money? Would they like to start their own business? And when they say yes, you better be ready to give them access and exposure, because they're going to ask you, the ones that got their mind and they're really ready, they're going to ask you one quality question. And it's going to be, what I got to do. And when they ask you what I got to do, you better get on Heavenly Body Products, get on ERGJ, because we have the products to get them started. What kid wouldn't want to get off into some burning or air freshener? You got a young buck, he can sell $3, 2 for $5 right now, and make him $100 a day. But gloves, they can sell $15 a box. This is the wave of the future. So either you're going to get on that wave, or you're going to be drowned by that wave, because the tsunami is coming. Germophobia is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Germophobia is real. These germs and super things, they're coming. It's not if they're coming, it's when. When are they coming? And I believe that the average person should have a little small stock of something off to the side when this stuff comes, because it's coming. And you got to get ready for your family. Listen, we know, we talk about these doomsday people. They got deer meat, they got guns, they got ammunition, they got stuff for disasters like this. They're not gonna go hungry. Now they gotta have guns and all this stuff to protect their family.
Yeah, so just a second, man. It's absolutely phenomenal, because we got Miss Jacqueline Mankins here, who also teaches on couponing, so that you can get more stuff, right? And, you know what I'm saying, to prepare for the inevitable, which this stuff is going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen. But there was a key thing in there, Brother Markadu, because you actually did a pivot, right? We talk about evolve. Everybody putting console pivot. You did a pivot, which tells me, number one, that when you start talking about your mind being reactive, your mind being back or full, and you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something that's happened where your mind is seeing stuff like it used to see it.
Yeah.
Where sometimes I think we get into a lull and our mind starts to die.
Yeah.
It's like your mind is back alive and
a recharge. It's a recharge.
A recharge, right? So talk us about the pivot, man.
Yeah. The pivot is very crucial, because you said something critical there too. We know, we can see it. This is not for everybody. This is for the visionaries. You can see it and you believe it, because you say, I've seen this before. I've seen the depression. I've seen the recession. You've seen some things, what they look like. You've seen the housing bubble. You've seen the crisis over here. You see it coming. This stuff is real. It's coming to a house and to a community near you. It's like I like this word, some. because they're not all. Some of you and some of us are gonna see this thing and we're gonna say, what? But because the shift, it can be nominal, real small. Say, let me just try, or let me just do. Some people gotta try, some people are gonna do. And it happened to me when I realized when I got off drugs and I started working, I said, what am I gonna do? Do I wanna live like this? I remember when I was going through some tragedies in my life. Do I want to live like this, or do I need to cut some people out of my life? Normally, it's the people. First of all, it's self. It's self. We cut ourselves off, but then we get this rejuvenation in our mind and a recharge, and it's like and then we share it with our husband or our wives or our kids, and they say, "Oh man, don't." Even when you start getting your first packs and you're selling, say, "Oh man, no, I wouldn't do that." And the market's flooded with all that stuff. And you gotta be steadfast. And you say, you know what? This ain't about you. This is about me. And I remember clearly when Shaq was talking about Kobe, and they were complaining about Kobe Bryant, being dominant and doing what he do. And they said there's no I in team. But he showed there's an M and an E in that mother. And you gotta be about you, your business. And then when you focus and you get that me thing down, then the we thing kicks in. And that's when we're gonna get traction. I believe, Evan, beyond a shadow of it's just my belief systems now. They're higher, they're stronger than they ever been. I believe that the educators, the right people, that the economic minds, that we're coming together. You and I were together, but there's something getting ready to happen, and I look. I believe in visionary stuff. Okay, I'm not no prophet. I'm a visionary, and I can see things. I seen this warehouse full of merchandise before I got it. And if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. So picture yourself where you're going to be with you and your children and your children's children. So you can now fulfill and live the life that you visioned. That's in a nutshell, Evan.
Man, that's powerful stuff, man. And I would add this, as you guys envision, as you guys see yourself and see your kids and see where you ought to be, I say this, that here's what's important. Here's a part of what's important. In order for you and I want you guys to write this down. In order for you and I to have the things of our dreams, and Marketer would say vision. In order for you and I to have the things of our dreams, we must become the person of our dreams, right? In order for you and I to have the things of our visions, we must become the person of our dreams. See, me and you, us, we're not quite the person that we're going to be when we acquire the things. But see, it's easy to see the things. It's easy to see the warehouse. For some, some it's even harder for you to see the warehouse. But for some, it's easy to see the nice car. It's easy to see the beach. It's easy to see the cruise or whatever it is. It's easy to see that. But then when you put yourself in it, everybody put myself in it. When you put yourself in it, and you realize, wait a second, I'm not going to be the same person in my vision as I am right now. In other words, I can get better. Everybody put in console, I can get better. Because you got to develop. Into the person that can then acquire the things that you keep seeing in your dreams and visions. This is why the vision board it's great, but it's a little difficult for me sometimes. Because you see the stuff, but you don't see yourself in it. You don't see yourself holding it. You don't see yourself driving it. You see the stuff, but you don't see yourself in it. In order for you and I to acquire the things of our visions or dreams, we must become the person of our dreams. Now, marketing, we doing something special over there at Heavenly Body Products. We're doing this thing, protecting. Now, we've been doing the food produce, been giving away to the community, but today it's something that's pretty important as well, making sure that people have the stuff that they need to play defense, man. And so we're going to be doing a protective, personal protective equipment event. We got people that have already got tickets to be able to come down and get stuff like their mask, their hand sanitizer, their paper towels, their tissue, the latex gloves, the soap, just whatever we got in all of our warehouses that we get stuff from. We're putting it out on the table. We're saying, come on down, get the stuff that you need, because our great government is not going to do for you what we can do for ourselves, right? And this is what we learned from the Nation of Islam: do for self.
Yeah.
Everybody putting guys on do for self. So, Brother Marketer, as we just evolved and we pivoted, how's it feel to have this event at the Impact Center?
Man,
right? Heavenly Body Products. What you have seen, this is a vision that you've had for a long time. And for however long it's been an Impact Center, and for brothers and sisters, we got volunteers that's coming out, that's coming to help to organize everybody and keep everybody from social distancing and all that stuff. Man, how does it feel, right, for your vision, right, to be here today?
Oh my God! We done a couple of the food drives, it's just something about inclusion. It's just something about inclusion, to see two entities, two magnets work together, you and I, and to see the sister, I forgot her name. What's her name? But she came in and she did her thing. And
Sincere?
What's her name?
Sincere?
Yes, Sincere. Thank you, Sincere. God bless you and what you do. But now this is another necessity thing. And now we're giving people access and exposure to something else. And when you first brought it to me with the food thing, man, I was like, are you kidding me? I believe this is the space that we're just setting this up for the great things that we're getting ready to do for our community. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody did. I haven't heard of any other personal protective equipment event yet. I'm sure there's going to be some more. And the ones that buy from us wholesale need to create one themselves in their own little community and get this thing going. You was talking about dreams, and you know how I think dreams are when you sleeping. I had a few dreams last night, and I woke up and I'm on top of it. And to take your dreams, which you're sleeping, your slumber, and you wake up and you start working on your visions. I've seen my son and my children, sons and daughter, and I see my grandchildren working with me, and it's coming to reality. My son Mark works with me, and he's been with me, I don't know, probably 10 years now. And this is when I see my grandchildren run around here, this is what they know. They know the grandfather and their father and their mother is up to something. And this protective thing today, my whole mindset of how this is happening is beginning to take that pivot. I can see this community impact center happening. I can see the right minds coming on. I can see the essential products that we need more, the disinfectants and the bleaches and the other stuff that our community needs. And it's not just being prepared for war, not like that. This is just being prepared for yourself because things are coming down the pike. And do we have the mindset that said, you know what? I need to be a part of this. I need to be a part of this, the protective gear thing. I need to share this. And when we do, you're gonna see. I want you all to put in the feed if you can. I'm sorry to take over your show for a second. And put community impact centers. And I want you to think of your own home first. Because if you don't achieve it within yourself, where else you going? You're not gonna take it anywhere else. When you just look at your house as a community impact center, how am I gonna change the way my children and my grandchildren think? Let me corral them and say, no, look, no, because they're gonna fight you at first, and they're gonna flake off and like butterflies, and you grab them. You say, no, are you home anyway? From this hour, from this time to this time, we're talking about business, vision, direction. What are we going to need if something happened to me? What are you going to do when something happened to me? And these are the type of dreams I think we have. I think we have dreams that we're going to die and not have these things in place. Well, guess what? You're awake, but are you awoke? That's the thing. You're awake, but are you woke? And once you get to that woke status, baby, let me tell you something. Things are going to change almost immediately. Don't be so hard on yourself. Just know that when you begin to help your own children, your grandchildren, I guarantee you that saying that I always say, when you master community service, which is your home, you will master customer service, which is the people outside your home.
Absolutely, man. So here's what I'm gonna ask you guys to do that are watching with us here live, still here. Thanks so much for hanging out and joining in. Because here's the deal. I ask this question all the time. Are you your brother's keeper? Are you your sister's keeper? It doesn't matter where you are, right? Because you may be connected to someone that's in this local area, right? I've already put the link in the comments for you guys to share it out. So those that are connected to you, those that you don't know are connected to you, and been looking for stuff in this area, they can get it, right? It's free to share, right? It's free to do that. But are we really a community? Are we really a unity of community? Or do we just like to show up and just, say, hey, I was a part of that thing. I showed up and I heard the word, but I didn't do nothing. In other words, the question is, are you going to take action? See, me and Brother Margaret, we're taking action. We don't just show up to say, oh, that was good. No, we do our part. Everybody put on, so do my part. We do our part. And so I'm asking you to do something that's free. Something that's going to take much more than about 2 seconds. I'm just asking you simply share it out. And call people if they're in this area and say, hey, we got some brothers who care enough, right, to make this stuff available so that you can protect yourself. You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of seeing our brothers and sisters walking around acting like they act like they don't know what's going on. I mean, I went to the post office. I went to the grocery store yesterday, and the lady that was doing my groceries didn't have that on. I said, well, and I wanted to say something to her, but I know better, because if you say something to her, then it's going to start a whole bit of argument. I was just like, man, what is going on here? And it's our hood, our communities, our hoods, which have the propensity to have the biggest impact, because we simply move in ignorance. We simply move in ignorance because the people who know don't share. The people who know don't teach. The people who do know don't correct. The people who do know don't discipline the others.
Or themselves.
Well, themselves. All right, so here that thing got, man. Marketing, man, we got stuff to do. We got to plan. We got to prepare. We got to get this stuff. I got to get this sanitizer ready to go and stuff. We got to make sure everything is good. We don't do no mess. We don't operate in mess. We don't operate in chaos. It's going to be well organized, in and out, social distances, and respecting the laws of the land, and making sure that we take care of our people. Let me get these last comments out of here, man. The comments below, I'd like for you to share something that you learned today, or something that inspired you today, inspired you to action, inspired you to do something different, inspired you to move. And the comments below, do that for me. We don't do this just to do this. We do this to make a difference. And we hope that we made a difference in your life today. Not just something that you heard, but something that you will actually do, right? Take it to action. My mentor, Mr. Warren Buffett, simply says this, that price is what you pay, but value is what you get, right? He's talking about the price. Typically, he's talking about money, but you didn't pay to be here. This is free. But it did cost you something, which is your time, which is more valuable than money. And once we start valuing our time, our money will catch up. So that's the cost. But what's the value that you receive? To see two brothers, to see men, black men coming together to work together, to collaborate, to make a difference in the community in which they serve, right? I'm simply asking you this. Was this worth your time and why? Answer that in the comments below. Gigi King said, that's amazing, brother. And USR Marketing coming together to host a PPE event in Georgia. Visionaries, right? It don't take that long either. This was 3 days. Boom, let's make it happen, right? What a mind can see, the hands can achieve. Queen Gwen, Queen Adrian, Community Impact Centers. Love you all. Queen Lovey, your Community Impact Centers. Queen Gigi, man, you are awake, but are you woke? Queen Latia, Epic Solutions, right? Queen Gigi, are you your brother's keeper? Are you your sister's keeper? Do my part. Do my part. Do my part. That's right. Sometimes our people are too defiant. Hate might have brought us in this thing, but love gonna bust us out. Yeah. All right, man. I learned that you gotta play to win. Get in the game. As a changed mindset will change your life. Value, right? Mr. King said, I need to take action. Latia said, it's definitely more than worth my time. Mr. King Antonio, do my part. So, marketing, man, here on the Money and Power Show, man, what's your last words for the people?
I just want to say I have faith. I have faith of a mustard tree. I no longer, we got to get out of that mindset of faith of a mustard seed. When are we going to grow up and be a tree so you can now send out seeds? Our children, you're the tree. Our children, now we got to spread those seeds around. And I just have faith. I just have faith in me. I have faith in you, Mr. Evan, and I have faith in the people that have the vision to change. The shift is now. The pivot is now. This is what we needed. We needed the pandemic to be woke. This is our time. Just think about. Just don't even think.
Don't even think.
Just do. God is in the blessing business. Put that in the feed. God is in the blessing business. And so are we. When you master community service, you will master customer service. I want to thank God for every single last one of you. I hope he continues to just bless every breath and every step you take. Just stay in peace, not in pieces. And I'll see you today, and we're going to be out there filming too. So come on out and please share now. Share this video. Let them know that these community impact centers, we've been talking about this for a while. We know this is the first one. It's just once we organize ourselves, you're the community impact center first. Then you're going to want to be part of the community impact center. That's it, man. Evan, I appreciate you and God bless you.
Man, beautiful people, man. Thanks so much for marketing for joining us here today as we get ready to go out and do what we do, make a difference. And I hope that everyone else you doing in your particular area to go out and make a difference as well. It's opportunities as well, guys. So it's not just something that's here in Atlanta. It's opportunities as well. If we're connected, we're connected. You just got to reach out. Here's what I tell people. The book told you what to do. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open unto you. So we get to the ask part. Well, what have you been receiving? It has a lot to do with what you've been asking, right? Seeking, you'll find. What have you been finding? Has a lot to do with what you've been seeking, right? Not will be open unto you. What does it have to do with it? It has a lot to do with the door that you've been knocking on. This is New Black Wall Street, the Money and Power Show. I want you to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we need. We are all we need. All this talent, all of this intelligence, all of this ability, we all we need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We'll see you all there at the next episode of